Hello there, guys. This is another vlog that I'm doing. This is named Joe. Sorry, I've just been getting over a cold before I started doing all this, and yeah, it kind of sucked. So I have to clear my throat. I'm sorry. I'll try to make sure to get better and make the next videos more quality. This video I kind of want to go over different ways of making your character take more hits, and the biggest ways of doing that is just upping your survivability. And I'm not going to do the normal thing, just talk about a lot of the things that other people's talked about, because there's things you can do besides just upping your stats in order to survive better. And there's a lot of things that I see people do right, and I also see a lot of people don't really understand, like just basically if you want your character to live longer and you don't want to lose XP, or if you're in an invasion or a hardcore league, you don't want your character to die, the best idea is to just take everything you see and soak it in and just learn all that you can learn about it. Because the next time you have that encounter with that enemy, so if you die in a hardcore league and you see that enemy again, you'll know what it does. And that's always a good thing. And when you die, you can't really have a mentality of thinking, well, that's the game's fault, or that's lag's fault, or anything like that. Because really, you did it to yourself. And I mean, yeah, there's times where you can maybe blame desync and stuff like that, and I know I've blamed desync, so it's like you just kind of have to roll with the punches and figure out what you're gonna do. That's half the reason why I think everyone builds such tanky characters anyways. It's just because the desync anyways. Plus, having that extra, like with that much HP, you still end up doing really good damage, so it's really not that bad of a trade-off anyways. So yeah, I'm probably going to go through a couple videos here showing you what you can and can't do, or what you should and what you shouldn't do when fighting bosses and some enemies. Like, for instance, if you're doing piety and you're going in, you need to make sure you have 75% lightning resist on crematorium piety, or even just like piety by the end of Act 3, because both of those pieties, their lightning damage hits really hard, but as long as you have maxed lightning resist, you're okay. And that's what this game's scaled off of. It's scaled off of having max resist. So if you don't have max resist, you are going to die. Like, there's no question about it. Those resists are so important to your survivability that just having capped resist, or even above cap, ups your survivability by a lot. I'm gonna go through here and show you a couple videos. I already have them uploaded to YouTube, so where is it? Where's the one with me? Oh yeah, here it is. This is gonna look pretty silly, okay?
Very harsh start.
I'm not gonna need this.
That's okay.
I was watching Lethal Frag at the same time I was doing this. I was trying to do Cole and be stupid and basically just auto attack Cole to death, and I actually auto attacked him to death the first time because I didn't realize I left my ring on, and my ring gave me enough survivability that I was able to kill Cole with just my auto attacks, and I felt really dumb afterwards because I just face tanked Cole by auto attacking without any skills. The whole object of this was because, you know, this is just a standard character. I wanted to show you guys like why it's a bad idea to try to face tank Cole, and it's just kind of a good example of like what to do and what not to do. And I think he's a really great example of you know, doing things right and wrong. So I'm gonna go through this video real quick. Skip to the part where I'm fighting Cole. Alright, here we are. So I come down here because I wanted to take the ring off first. I wanted to switch my attack to auto attack. But I mean, to be honest, like I've seen people with not the greatest damage by this point, basically doing almost about this much damage to him. So I mean, you know, it's still respectable damage, and I die here on purpose because I'm trying to prove a point. When you face tank a boss like that, you're gonna die, right? Like, if you're gonna kill that type of boss, right, you have to basically take in you kind of have to dodge those big hits. You can't just take those big hits, especially when your gear doesn't allow it. And my character's a little more tankier, and I was able to dodge some hits, block some hits, and not only that, with that ring on it, I still was able to survive. And it was really dumb, but my whole point is like when you're watching a mob do skills, try to like get the pattern out of it, see what they're doing, because really a lot of times they have the same cycle, so you know how to work around it and step into your bounds and know when you're stepping out of your bounds, because right as soon as you step out of your bounds, that's when you're getting caught out, and that's a short-lived character. And I know Cole is one of those problematic fights for newer people. Piety, the crematorium piety, a lot of people will go into there, even on normal or cruel, and they'll have no resist, and a lightning bolt will fly at them and basically one-shot them. And those lightning bolts hit hard, and as you can see in the Invasion League, they gave some more mobs that ability, and yeah, those things are dumb. And after that, I would say Precipitous. He destroys newer people because he does so much flat physical damage that it's just absurd. Like Bear Trap really is like one of those abilities that just kills people. Like, especially like, I don't know, just how he's set up. He kills a lot of newer people because a lot of times you're able to get to that point pretty under-geared. I mean, with Val, you need lightning resist, but that fight, as long as you know how to dodge the lightning and you're not a melee character, is super easy. Even when you're a melee character, you just have to back up when he has his power slide in, like when he has his power ball. You just gotta back up and make sure you have max lightning resist for that fight too. So I mean, if you don't have max lightning resist by Val, you better have it by Piety. And not only that, you need fire resist in there too, because everything in there does fire. So I mean, really, if you're having problems staying alive, max your resist. It really helps a lot. Even if you have a low health pool, just having max resist gives you way more effective health. And then right after resist, make sure to get those percent health notes. They're really strong. They help your character live a lot longer. And there's a lot on the tree, no matter which side of the tree you're on. And probably the hardest is going to be for Shadow, maybe which. So I mean, you just gotta have to work around it, figure out what works best for you. Go around and look at some other people's builds, and I'm sure you can find some pretty good things. And you know, I'm gonna probably leave this video off with the because in case you guys want to see a little bit more about my Ranger, I know it's a little unrelated, but you can kind of see what I'm doing as far as with my Ranger, and you're not catching it on Twitch or something. I haven't really started streaming yet either. I want to get YouTube content out before I started streaming, just so people could basically, if they wanted to, and they click the button on Twitch, because I already have a button set up on Twitch connecting to my YouTube. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This should be a lot of fun. Having a lot of life changes right now, so a lot more free time, and you know, I'm looking forward to what's to come.